Okay, let's see here. Our gunboat can attack some more. We need to take out Farbase 1, and we're going to take it out. That is very easy, surprisingly. Our gunboat actually is gonna level up come next turn, or gain veterancy, I suppose it's called. So, next turn, we're gonna actually also want our Explorer to rest a little bit so it can regain some of its health. I'm actually surprised it didn't gain health. Or I guess those doesn't count as the units category, I suppose. And those poor fools coming so close to an alien nest, they will be destroyed. Gunboat. As you can see, since we didn't lose any health with it, we only have one option to choose, so discipline. And using that discipline, you will attack again. And it looks like it's gonna do a good amount more damage than before. So, modify you until healed. And our Marine, nope. Next turn, our base 1 will have fallen though. And another unit down there being attacked. And they took out the alien base. Oh, who was that took it out though? I can't tell. Pack. Pack took it out. Okay. That helps. Just didn't show the symbol, so. Oh, and that's why. Because that Manticore just destroyed them. Or miasma destroyed them, maybe? I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay, gunboat. Attack Farbase 1 again. And Marine. March in and free the children. Station conquered. You have destroyed Farbase 1. 80 energy and 40 science has been plundered from the wreckage. And there's a derelict settlement there too, so we should, once our explorer is fully healed, yep, we can do an expedition on it. Sweet. Okay, quest decision. Dogmatic engineering. The station fell quickly. So much for military might. These slaves have been freed, but with their home destroyed, they have turned to our colony for help. What we do with them is undecided. We could study them for our own benefit, or use gene therapy to return them to a more comfortable form. So, do we research the modifications for supremacy, or attempt to reverse the effects for purity? Well, we never really said that we were against them again genetic engineering point. It was more the forcing them to military, so I think we'll research them, see what we can find out.
We fled Earth because it was getting worse faster than we could fix it.
Oh, that's why. We got another point in supremacy. Okay. Completed dogmatic engineering. We have allowed the refugees to integrate peacefully into our society that we may better study their enhancements. Though our people are wary of their new neighbors, the knowledge that we gain will prove invaluable to our future efforts. So we gain 12 affinity towards supremacy, a population, and 45 science.
We fled Earth because it was getting worse.
Yeah, we already heard you say that. So we gained affinity progress in supremacy, which explorer units can now build an additional expedition. That's pretty good. We don't even have to send you back to the city to explore that one. So we'll actually get you moving towards there now. Destroyed Farbase 1, derelict settlement discovered, and quest complete. And you interrupted my design. Now we're gonna get genetic design before we even finish the gene vault. So we'll have to switch towards ectogenesis pod as soon as we're done with it instead of the spy agency. Kinda sucks away from my original plan, but those things, those kinds of things happen, I guess. Looks like the African Union was friends with Farbase 1. They observed our aggression and asked us to stop. Well, it's dead. We meant no offense and are happily to relent from military operations against your station partners. Of course, they won't become a neutral stations won't become a source of conflict unless they're assuming
Do you
that they
change
can
the steps in the
draft
dance
their
of life?
children into their military life. Yes, I did not just curse there. I carefully covered it up. You heard nothing but my skillful play of words. Anybody who says otherwise is lying to you. Yep, They're lying. I did not about curse there. I'm much more careful than that. Okay, joking aside, let's go here and start the ectogenesis pod research as soon as we are done with the gene vault. Turn to the map and research. So, what do we research now? We have completed a good amount of the basic stuff here, but there's still some resources that haven't been revealed on the map either. So, I think it would be a good idea to start researching them. So let's start with chemistry. 3 turns away for chemistry. Looked like it said something about military production, wanting to focus on that, which was fine with me. But through researching chemistry, we'll gain the laboratory recycler and reveal petroleum and the ability to make petroleum wells. Ooh, that's not good. Wells have a
The 5 mythical creatures of Earth are the dragon, the unicorn, the griffin, the llama, and the chimera.
The llama is a mythical creature. I'm not sure if that's because it became extinct or if that's a throw out towards the Sims series of games, but I gotta admit, that is pretty funny. But we completed the gene vault. Look at that. That looks pretty sweet. Once again, it's +4 food, +1 culture, and +10% growth in all of our cities. So yay. That's 1 wonder down. Who knows how many to go. Keep our gunboat to moving and start an expedition. 10 turns for this one. Wow, that's a while. I'll have you fortify until you're healed, and we're 13 turns from the ectogenesis pod. So we gotta wait there. Oh, there's that xenomass for those techs I was looking at earlier. So we'll be sending our worker down there as soon as we've built mines on where we can build mines, because that's all hills. Desert hills, even. Looks like Prosperite has grown, and actually, wow, they've been clearing through those buildings faster than I realized. Let's get you working on the alien preserve and the network, I suppose, then. Yeah. Okay, so Prosperite's done. Trade convoy. So, we'll establish another trade route with the Church of Dawn's Light, I am sure. And gunboat, keep moving. I haven't seen any water aliens, surprisingly enough. It's fairly unusual, if I remember correctly. They're supposed to, like, rule the seas and attack all they see. Because they rule the sea. Get it? I'm sure some of you just face-palmed at my play on words. Always told I'm funny, but it's always sarcastic.
4 billion-year-old world's worth of resources, shared among a handful of people. We're gonna make a fortune here.
Wow. That sounds so much like how most world policy is. You find petroleum or something like that, it is often treated just like that, but I don't actually see any sources of petroleum anywhere. Well, I actually don't know what they look like, but still, I kind of wish you had the option to show the icons, but I guess some things are waiting for future patches, but virtue development time. Okay. So we've completed the tier 1 levels for knowledge and industry, which is what we're focusing on now. We will eventually go into the prosperity next after these are fully mastered, and then might, but for now we'll keep with knowledge and industry. So, our options to choose are minus 10% culture for new virtues, which is cohesive values in knowledge. Applied aesthetics earn extra energy equal to 30% of the culture you generate. Looking good on energy right now. Investment, which is 1% of stockpiled energy amount every turn up to 100 energy. Entrepreneurial spaceflight, which is plus 25% protection towards orbital units. And profiteering, which is plus 5 health for every trade unit under your command. Okay, we have 3 health right now, so we're fine on that point for now. We will probably have to get this one when we're low again. But for now, I think we want less culture needed for new virtues, so we will go cohesive values. Yes. And since there is enough for the second tier synergy bonus, we get plus 10% science in every city for the knowledge one, plus 10% production from the industry one, and this is what, 1, 2, 3, this is 6, isn't it? Yep, 6, and then 4 more, so 10. we might actually unlock the tier 1 synergy bonus here, which is free virtue and covert agent, and then a free affinity level too. That'd be nice, actually. But I digress, I'm going off again. We also researched chemistry. I think I already said that though. But we will add the recycler and laboratory to Q in there. And in here as well. Production here is a little low. We might have to work on getting that up. But next we choose the research. I think... do we really want either of these? We could build the water refinery eventually, but we couldn't build the petrochemical plant, so that kind of is that not really useful. There is also the engineering, which would reveal titanium, another resource. I think that we will go to dun 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 engineering, so we can find titanium, so we can find the last of those basic resources out on the map. Okay, next turn. That was actually quite a long one. Surprising. They haven't really been that long yet. Or rather, recently. Our marine looks to be all healed up. Ah, stop that. So, what should the marine do, actually? I mean, yeah, he can guard around here because we will be sending a colonist this way before too long. And our gunboat can keep on exploring. Looks like it's reaching the top of the map soon. I kind of like how it showed that each of them landed. It showed where they were right away instead of just sort of stalling them. Aww! The Cavitha has completed the ectogenesis pod. Dang it! That was a real good one too. And we got achievement. There is no try. Thanks for rubbing it in my face, achievements, but we got some energy out of it, I suppose. So it's not all bad, I guess. But dang, they got me on one. Kinda sucks. So, looks like we're gonna be focusing on the lesser buildings now instead of wonders. Combat rover and titanium will be shown next turn. Hopefully we actually have some titanium. So let us see. Dun 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 dun.
Instruct the children not to dream of toys or sweets. Instruct them to dream of infrastructure.
I don't kind of like that quote. I mean, children need to dream of nicer things in life, because I'm sure most adults can agree with me. Those nicer things are far and few between. Eventually, it's nice to relax. Well, looks like we got some land up there. Research. So, we look to have found all of the basic buildings. Now we just need to harvest some of the more unique resources, like the floatstone, the ferraxite, the biomass, or xenomass rather, down there. So, let's look into this. Okay, so currently we have fabrication, which allows us to construct a mag rail, which I'm pretty sure is quicker movement between places. Also gives us the carrier to build, and that looks like you can launch things from anywhere. And the alloy foundry, which requires titanium, which we don't have. So that's kind of not the best. Well, let's start with the inner lab. Biochemistry, water refinery, which we could build in both cities, and petrochemical plant, which we can't build at all. Physics, which is the ranger, the observatory, and the launch complex. That could be useful. Power grid, supremacy affinity, and geothermal wells and quarries give stuff. Defensive grid, that's another wonder there. One culture and all military units receive sight. I think we'll go the engineering line, so we'll get defensive grid next. I think I'm gonna complete the leaf technologies too, rather than just leaving them to hang. Get it? They hang because they're leaves. I'm punny. But that expedition should be done soon, relatively. So yeah, we have that to look forward to as well. Mine finished there. Here and get another mine going. Gunboat. I want to explore the coast here. Show me. Oh, so that's what petroleum looks like. It's just oil, looks of it. We got some coral there. But petroleum, I really do wish they would have like those symbols from Civ 5 that would show what the resource is. But I looked through the options before recording this session and I couldn't find out any way to do that, so I guess I have to go without for now.
You now have covert agents available. Assign them to other factions' cities to perform covert operations, or to your own cities to protect yourself against enemy agents.
Thank you. So we completed the For Your Eyes Only quest. Another encrypted transmission has been received. The cell appreciates your efforts. We will be in touch. And we didn't receive a reward. Well, that kind of is a jip. So look at the mine going there. Keep exploring this coast. Select project.
This may be helpful.
Covert op screen shows your location, operational status of each covert agent. May move agents and assign them operations from this screen. Okay, this is the covert op screen apparently. From what I've heard, this is much better than the spying system in Civ 5. So, covert ops. I think this is what can be performed in the capital. Homeland Security. +1 city strength and % hit point for each agent at headquarters. +1% production from wonders from each agent. +2% health. Lowers the risk of covert operations. Covert agents doing operations for each agent in headquarters. Increase the chance of success for each agent in headquarters. 2% health. That is too low of a number, and as are all of these. So unless you had an absurd amount of them, all three of these are kind of useless to you. So do we lower the risk or increase the chance of success? Well, I'm not sure exactly how the covert ops thing works. So I think lower risk would be the best one for us. And so that's going to take 3 turns, but now we can assign our agents. We have Adele, Anine, and Carmina, all of which sound like female names. Not that I'm bashing, just making a statement. So, Amin, you will be our main spy in the core. Your counterintelligence. You... what is that? Is that the intrigue thing I heard about? Well, I'm kind of curious as to what that is. So go to Citadella. And you, Mina, where should you go? Where should you go? Tiangong, because they are close enough, so if they decide to declare war, I kind of want to be aware. Okay, so that's the spy thing. Nothing much to do right now, but I've heard that once they actually get to their places, you can give them some really cool missions to accomplish. How can they trade with us, but we can't trade with them, I wonder? Well, maybe we can now. It's worth to check out. City connection established between Prosperate and the core. No idea how that happened. Okay. Where was I? Alright, let's see if we can establish a naval trade route. No, well, we can establish Prosperate now, which will distribute more food and production, so, yeah. Trade with ourselves. Yep. Okay. Expedition should be done soon. Now we're just waiting on the network to be produced there. Defensive grid will be done before that then. So we're going to be wanting to move to the Panopticon. I think that's how it's pronounced, which gives culture and military units some sight. Excuse me. Bad. Prosperate is almost done with alien. It's done with Vivarium, and now working on an alien preserve. They got an explorer there. Captain Protector does. Doesn't look like there's much up there though. Might be. I don't know. There's not much resources, so maybe setting second, third, or fourth. Oh. Expedition completed. Your expedition team discovered the survivors in the derelict settlement. They agreed to go to the core, raising its population by 1. So we got 2 population from destroying that place. Interesting. Project activated. Oh. So, I guess that started now. And there's that. So let's get you back to the capital so you can recharge your things. You keep moving around here so we can really explore this island. Derelict settlement there. Some titanium. Maybe we should send their expedition site up there. And since we have enough energy, and I kind of do want it, we will purchase a third colonist. Return to the map. Next turn. And processing turns. Processing. One health. Getting kinda low there. Gonna have to go to that one
Pardon, I may be able to assist you.
idle covert agents. Looks like all my agents have arrived. Colonist, you go here, I believe I said. I was gonna have you make your place. You look around over here and covert up. So you, since you're in our capital, I guess you're not idle. So now we can choose our operations. As you can see, there's a lot of different choices rather than just be a diplomat or steal technology. So, but right now we only have two available: establish network and siphon energy. Establishing network gives more info about the city and raises the agent's rank, I believe. So we'll establish networks in Neen and Kamina. No wait, in Citadela and Tiangong. Nanine and Kamina are the names of the agents. I don't even know my people's names. For shame. Oh, looks like the explorer can be on the same tile as the colonist. That's cool, I guess. Defensive grid should be done shortly enough. Making good progress. It's just that health is starting to get a little bit low. And I'm not entirely sure what happens if you run out of health. If it's like, happiness, I suppose, where you run out of health, you start doing less overall, or if it has some other thing like your citizens start to die because of health after all. Hopefully we don't have to find out, though. So, everything's going wrong. And a little bit of lag there. No surprise. Apparently, like the very first night that this...
Omnipresent and effective security measures make even the worst neighbors tolerable.
That kind of yeah, that's a good one. Anyways, from what I heard, this game was pretty much the top played game on the Steam Workshop upon its release, which is not really a surprise. I mean, this was a highly anticipated game, so I'm sure some lag is expected, especially since it's still relatively new. But let's add to our queue the Panopticon. We forgot to add those to our queue when we got them as well, but Panopticon. Let us move you to the top of the queue. You are to be worked on. Forget the network. We must have the Panopticon. That's a cool name too. Panopticon. Very cool name. Okay, research. So, what should we go? Well, I already know what I said I was going for. We're going to go for power systems, since I said we're going to be finishing off any trees that we have already started. And power system seems like the most logical because it doesn't unlock any more buildings to build. So, power systems. It'll give us equal supremacy affinity to our harmony affinity, but as long as we get harmony first, I'm not really too concerned with that. And I know soon enough I'm going to have to actually look at the victory conditions again and start researching towards that one, but I think it can wait a little bit longer. Work is now begun on the network up here. Okay. Let's get a mine going here. People are very miney. They're dwarves. I'm not gonna sing the whole song though, because I'm pretty sure that would get copyrighted as well. Still though, it's a great song, especially the remixed new version that has all of them in it. But I digress. I'm not gonna try and advertise for their channels or anything, only because I'm sure most of you watching this watch them too. Okay, Explorer is fully recharged. So let's get you all the way up there. 13 turns. Wow. And it's in miasma too. Lovely. Okay, it wants us to settle over here. So I'd have fungus, geothermal, chitin, but that looks to be really it. Well, also there's the xenomass there, but I'm not really concerned with that right now, because here we get the geothermal times 2, fiber, and phyrexite, and I think the basalt there. So, we will set our third outpost here. The outpost of... come on, don't move me away when I'm about to do that. Ain't za. No clue what that means. Maybe I'll look it up. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments. Oh no, they're gonna try and explore that derelict settlement. No, they're gonna get to it first too. They're not even in miasma, so... they're gonna get the settlement first. Or they're gonna ignore the settlement? I guess. AI. Civ's AI. That's Civ's AI for you. They do the strangest things sometimes. Oh. Established a network in these, and they were... Oh. Agent in Tiangong was detected. Wow. This is very detailed, surprisingly. Wow. That's pretty dang cool. Yeah, that is really... That's much cooler than Civ 5's spy thing. And it even shows the area around it, too. Sweet. Unit needs orders. Let's... You know what? We have the quest for the siege worm. We are going to kill us a siege worm. It can't attack us at water.
Pardon me, I may be...
Yes, I know that was a good idea. Okay, but next we can choose our operations again. Establish network. Can't do it again because they've already established the networks. So, let us instead... We don't want science right now. We want power. We're going to siphon their energy. Sounds good to me. Take their money, their energy, for our own. Make us stronger while they remain weak. Jeez, what is with all their explorers surrounding us? Okay, it's not... Again, with the no audio options. I mean, he talked to us last time as well. So that's just strange. No, I'm not going to declare war on Samatar, whatever. I didn't read the name, and I still don't know all of these leaders, but... I mean, I didn't even know all the leaders in Civ 5. There's a lot of them. And there's probably going to be more factions or sponsors or whatever unlocked here as time goes on. Like, there'll be DLCs released or stuff like that. Prosperate has grown. There you are, Mr. Siegeworm. Mr. Siegeworm. Give me your flesh. I don't know the rest of that tune, so I'm not going to even try. That's still going, and next turn. Anitsa has taken that geothermal, which is nice. Surprisingly, it doesn't actually give a value for how many geothermal there is. I mean, the phyrexite, you have a 2. The floating stones, you have a 2. Same thing with petroleum and titanium. Oh. The stellar codex. Oh no, manticores! I didn't know they could have hit me. Back up a bit. So we're out of their range. But the Stellar Codex. Let's find out what that is. Because I'm kind of interested. Precog project, no. Oh, I know. Stellar Codex. It's under ballistics. Oh, right here. Plus science and plus orbital unit production and increased coverage. Kind of a loss, but I haven't really been focusing much on orbital units, so not much in the end. But oh, something just fell on my end, but that's fine. Didn't cause any damages. Okay, so network should be done soon. Panopticon should be done soon. Making progress, silly. And I can't pronounce that. I'm sorry, people, I can't.
The necessity of an artificial power source is a myth. An ecosystem powers itself. When humanity learns to live in harmony with its surroundings, we will reap the same benefits of power.
So we researched power systems.
The
And
first
gained
5 machines of Earth are the wheel, the lever, the inclined plane, the dynamo, and the screw.
I'm not sure if that's true or not, but we gained affinity, progress, and supremacy. No bonuses added, unfortunately, but we gained affinity in it. So, yay! I don't see the manticore around, so we can safely bombard the siege worm again. And we can also develop a virtue. Okay. We are somewhat low on health. Oh. +1 health for every 6 population in a city. Notice our population 12, so that's 2 health and almost another 1 right there. Community medicine. Yep. Community medicine. Yes. Yep, +4 health. Yay, us. Okay, research time. Okay, so we finished the engineering line. The only lines that we still have that we started but we haven't finished are the genetic design, chemistry, and computing line. Alien genetics will give us purity affinity, but it won't give us any buildings. And how are we looking on the buildings, actually? 4, 6, 10, 14, 19, 23. We're going there. Alien genetics. Okay, so return to the map, and next turn. And Pan-Asian. I really don't know why all those explorers are there, but the wolf beetles, poor things, probably lived up here even though there was no nest, and now that they don't have a net there, they're abandoned. Poor things. Maybe I can adopt them later on. Uh-oh. Oh, station. Golden Bell Temple. My research. I thought I was already training with the Golden Bell Temple. No, I'm training with the Church of Dawn's Light. Guess I got that mixed up a bit. Okay, let's see what to do next.